Hey up peeps, welcome back to the Old Yorkshire Git Tries, Final Fantasy 14 part, well it is 144, but really this should be 145, and this is my second time of trying to do this little bit. I don't know what's going on today. Anyway, what happened was I did episode 144 yesterday, following on from part 143, after we'd beaten the Dark Knights, the Warriors of Darkness, and 25 minutes in, the game Final Fantasy crashed, so I paused the recording, started Final Fantasy again, unpaused the recording, and did an hour's recording. And when I come to playing it back, everything seemed fine till I uploaded it, and it got to the point where the game crashed and everything was frozen for the next half hour, although I was recording the screen, not the game. So it should have been recording what was on the screen, which was me talking and playing the game. So I've lost it all, so apologies about that. I don't know what I'm doing half the time anyway. I probably made a mistake somewhere, but I don't see how. So I'll have to give you a quick recap. Everything looked hunky-dory. Warriors of Light have gone back. Everybody's back together. Apologies to Urianger. And then we get news that the Griffin and his rebels are going to break the wall down between Gridania and the Empire and cause all-out war. So it was a lot of travelling around, speaking to all the different factions and everything to say we need you all on board. Then it's off to the wall, and then you find out that they pulled a fast one because they've gone through, the rebels have gone through the wall wearing serpent uniforms, so to make it look like it's us what are causing the war, not the rebels. And then of course we've got to go and do the big battle. So I'm at the entrance now, which is where I paused it the other game. So apologies people, I do apologise sincerely. Not a lot I can do about it. The backup copy that my Vavi is supposed to save so that you can make alterations, that's disappeared. I ain't got a clue where that is. It's not in the folder where it should be, so good notes about that. I ain't got a clue. So anyway, let's go and get this battle done. That's it, Belsa's Wall. So join. 21-minute wait. Well, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'm going to hit the pause button. Hopefully nothing's going to go too wrong. I'll see you on the flip side. Here we go, folks. Oh, one's just dropped out again. Bloody hell. Been waiting days to get onto this. Here we go. Thank God for that. I'll tell you all about it later. Oh. It's COVID. Excuse me. Holy shit, them big dogs things. Right, come on team. Is that a Pugnax? Here he is. Welcome back, Adrian. Bloody hell, we can hear everything we got. This is a bloody shit shoot. Come on, die, you metal bastard. Bloody hell. Never thought it was never gonna die. Where to next? Here. Thank you. Ouch. Whoa. Bloody hell, he wasn't the boss. Shit. We're all here. Chuffing, oh fire. Clear the parapet. And then the boss. So we're still nowhere near it yet. Bloody shit, shoot. We're doing well, team. Keep it up. Don't know if you can hear me or not. I have no idea how this lot works. Come on. Right, is this the big boss, I think? Oh, here he is. Oh, it's him. Is that the Griffin? Yes. Who is it? Ah. It's him, you bastard.
Yeah. Yeah. How'd you like this?
Get out of there!
Sloppy. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy. For Alamigo! I have you now. Yeah. How'd you like this? Yeah! Sloppy. Yeah. Yeah.
Tough bastard. This is for Ray Barnes' arm, you twat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call yourself a Nova there.
Sloppy. Yeah. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy. For Alamigo! I have you now.
Now you're going down, you bastard.
Yeah. How'd you like this? Yeah! Sloppy. Yeah.
I think we've done it. Good. Chop his head off. Well done, team. You've done well. Thank you. Whew. That was difficult. Hey, we done it though.
You've beaten me.
That's it, inbred. That's him. Inbred, you beat me, aye.
But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come. We did it! We showed the bastards! Aye!
I don't think
Victory
so.
is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
This is for Ala Mhigo, for Eorzea. They die that others may live.
We'll see.
Vanguards! Attack!
Seven hells. Do you hear that?
War machines. How did they get here so quickly?
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
Yeah, not so cocky now, are you?
There's nowhere to run. We're cut off.
Oh dear, what a waste.
Gods help us! What are we thinking? The Empire's too big. Too powerful. Mighty Rhalgr, grant us the strength to crush our...
Bye-bye. Gone for the old forever sleep.
There you are. As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Ilberd, I should have known. This has to end. It has to end now. Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
He don't care.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand? You truly are a sheltered child, Leverrier.
Nidhogg's eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces. My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Alamigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power.
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the Calamity itself.
What? Here? Now?
Like hells you will!
Who's he calling? Bleeding inbred.
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all! Ah!
Nice sound effect. Oh, this don't look good, does it?
This light, is it?
His death completed the ritual. The flame is
Excuse
taking
me.
shape.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do!
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days!
Ah, Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Tipsmati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Papalymo! I know how that spell works.
No.
It is time to leave.
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go. The further away, the better.
No! If you're staying, then so am I.
No, Ida. There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here. Not like this. Take her! Please, you have to take her!
Okay, says Albert. I'll have her.
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
Ooh. Now I'm going to stay at your side. Okay.
Hilda! I think he means now!
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
Oh, I like Papalymo. I like them all. Alfie's my favourite. And Tattoo. Okay. Papalymo's gone. Minchville is in a crystal. Oh, I was going to tell you a really cool story, wasn't I? Hang on, let's get this done. Why? Why didn't they let me stay? Papalymo is my friend. I should have been there with him. Well, he was in spirit. You could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing and what had to be done. Master Louisoix wore that same look right before the end. Do you think I don't know that? I know, all right, I know. There's nothing more you could have done. Inbred caught us all off guard. Even Albert was powerless to stop him. I tried. If you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise that you will never forget what Papalymo strove to protect, or the lessons he tried to teach you. Don't speak to me. Leave Ida with me. Go on, go back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened here. Right, we need to speak to Alfie. Right, before I do, yeah, sorry there hasn't been one of these for a few days. It's took me this long to get a group together. I've been trying twice a day, every day, different times. Waiting half an hour to an hour each day. Sometimes I got one person join, but I never got a full, well, I never got more than one joining me. And then they got bored and left, waiting. Finally I managed to get on today. Dear, bloody ridiculous these dungeons. So that's why it's been a few days. Well, it's been nearly a week, hasn't it? Anyway, let's crack on. What with that and my last recording last time totally being disappeared. Bit of a pain. Right, Alfie, what you got? Once again, I find myself at a loss for words, but Thancred's right. We must return to the Rising Stones and apprise our companions of all this. Make your way there at once. I will send word to Ishtola and the others of our imminent return. Right. So. I don't know where I returned to. No, I changed it to Foundation, didn't I? Rising Stones. It's been that long I've forgotten what to do. Oh, Dona. And then through the Shaven Haven. Still Heavensward this. I don't know how to start the next one. Really don't. Speak with what's Staffborn got? Magitech armor. Okay. Rising Stones. Alice. Tattoo. You're a cocker. Would seem you bring ill tidings, brother. Aye, behind the Griffin's mask we found the grinning face of an old adversary, inbred. I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Nidhogg, whose dread power used to initiate a summoning ritual, even as we looked on. By the 12. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's ether. No one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive. Indeed, it was ever a last resort, as I am certain Papalymo was aware. Thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, even unto the grave. I have as yet been unable to explain how inbred came to possess the eyes. In the depths of the sea of clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind aspected ether rages. No mortal could endure such conditions. Then mayhap it was the work of an Ascian, but now is not the time for idle speculation. Kryl, I have need of your assistance. Of course. We must inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primal trap within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but I shall certainly do my best. As shall I. Let us be about it then. What, without so much as a by your leave? Pray forgive our Connish Dola her brevity. She seeketh employment, lest her grief deprive her of the will to act. Her desire to comfort Ida doubtless compoundeth her unseemly haste. I too must contend with this grievous loss in mine own way. By thy leave, Lady Alice, I shall honour our fallen colleague through gainful study. There exist writings which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of light. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalymo's sacrifice. Quite, we must begin preparations to face inbred's accursed creation without delay. What time we have was purchased at too dear a price for us to squander. School's out forever. The obvious solution. Albert, I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation in the East Shroud remains largely unchanged. Meanwhile, we have no idea how long it will be before a communication from the Alliance. One moment. Of course, our representatives will be present. My thanks. Word from Gridania. The Council will shortly be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. Avengers, assemble! They wish to discuss the primal, of course. As of Ishtola's last report, the cocoon yet hung above the wall unchanged. But the elder Seer doubtless shares our concerns about how long it will remain so. I am told that Sid has been called in to add his expertise. A wise decision, the more minds the better. I suggest we leave Rising Stone in Tatu's capable hands and make haste for the Lotus Stand. Good old Tatu, he'll cope. Right, where are we going? Where are we? Oh, yeah. Cutscene. What's this? Oh, yeah. Who's this bugger?
A word, if you would, good sir. This place. It is within the realm of Eorzea.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay. Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Eh? Yes? You're in Eorzea?
Ah! A plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again. You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port.
Who's this bloke then?
Though, 'twould perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
Oh, get her.
Good God, man. Are you all right?
Thou art far indeed from home, friend.
Ah, he knows who it is. Well, this was... Right, so I need to go to Gridania. Oh, I beg your pardon. Keeping out of time. Just go and speak to the seed seer, whatever her name is. As long as I don't get caught behind a post.
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's Wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken. After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon. Of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment. Veterans of Carteneau, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
We could face another calamity.
So the Primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
How do you want to do that, Alfie?
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
Is this truly so complex a puzzle? Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
What in the hells are you doing here?
A pleasure to see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
Who is this man?
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend. As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
Omega? That hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Carteneau since the Allagans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
I'm sorry? Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity. And as luck would have it, I'm graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
And what, you just expect us to accept? You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years, studying side by side at the Academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I. But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame? Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Carteneau while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word? As will I. I don't like it, but then it doesn't look like we have much choice. Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
Yes. The task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. 'Twould seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Carteneau and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
Hey. Good old Alfie.
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Carteneau being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
Yeah, Yogi. Okay, boo-boo. Is that a picnic basket?
My blade is yours.
Not a moment's hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
Right, bear with me a moment. Something important to do. Right, I'm back. Told you it was important. Got to get me brew. Oh, lovely. But it's the spot. Right, Alfie. Well, that was rather unexpected development, and one which raises a number of questions. Not least among them, how Nero chanced to learn of the Council's meeting in the first place. Complete. Sid and the others are assembling at the airship landing. Alice is already on her way and it would not do to lag far behind. Let us go. See what's next. Speak with Sid. Ah. Yeah. Albert, Alfie, ready to go. The others have stepped out onto the landing. Lest you wondered, Nero insisted that he'd be allowed to inspect the Excelsior. And you let him, despite his very timely offer of assistance. You thought that the man poking about in your workings of your ship without proper supervision does not fill me with confidence. Calm yourself, Alfie. Your sister was adamant he would not leave her side. She and Yugi are... well, here they are now. I think that's everyone. Shall I set course for Carteneau? Might I ask that we delay our departure slightly? I require no more than a few hours. Our colleagues are studying the cocoon even as we speak, and I would hear the latest observations. It would seem wise to gain as clear an understanding as possible. I thought time was against us. How foolish I was. Hold your tongue. When we want your opinion, we'll ask for it. Forgive me, my lady. I shall keep my counsel at such time as you finish procrastinating. Alright, while Alfie speaks with his colleagues, I shall fly the Excelsior over to Mordona and we can reconvene at the Rising Stones. My apologies for the trouble. I shall visit Y'shtola and the others forthwith and join you as soon as I am able. Pray accompany Alice back to the Rising Stones. I should feel safer knowing you are present to entertain our guest. Right everyone, blah de blah de blah de blah. Well, that was worth it, wasn't it? Speak with Hilda. You are travelling with Mr. Garland, sir. The Enterprise is right this way. Travel to Mordona. Oh, Haida. I was going to say that doesn't look like Hilda. Right, we're in Mordona. I think that's where we'll save it, I think. Yeah. Right. Well, I'm glad we got that sorted. I'm sorry about the last one getting disappeared. I'm sorry about having to wait 5 or 6 days for this one to be put on. Hopefully we won't have as long to wait next time. But as always, your views are much appreciated. I really do like it. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your friends, and until next time, I'll see you there.